Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, this is it. This is the last video of my Warrior Arena run because it's sudden death now. A single loss and I'm out. But if I were to get 3 wins before that loss, that's it. I win the arena, basically. 12 is the maximum wins you can have. And it's not easy to get. I usually fall just a little short, but first step, I gotta get up to 10 wins, which means I need to win this game. I say that every game, because it's true. Now, obviously, this is already an amazing arena run. Because 9 is well above the average. You get pretty darn good rewards. I'm gonna get enough gold for another whole arena run, plus the pack. But I don't know. It is definitely getting tougher. I had a very hard time against the maid. And things worked out really well for that priest. I don't know if it's just his deck was, like, amazing. His deck was very solid, don't get me wrong, but please tell me it's not the same guy. No, it's not. Okay. The only use for the last played thing is if you run into the same class twice in a row, and you want to make sure. That's too expensive for the starting hand. That is really not good for the starting hand. And I'm going to get rid of the Wolf Rider too, because he doesn't work well with the Cruel Taskmaster. I hope I can get some other cheap things. Wolf Rider just doesn't survive well. Okay, that's a much better starting hand. Let's see how that goes. I feel like this is also better than I had against the other priest. Even though I had 2 of these in my starting hand, and that's amazing. First off, it's not as good against a very slow, control-y priest, because they won't put out minions for me to beat up on so much. And it also, yeah, just does not work out quite right. So I think I'm going to coin out the Bloodsail Raider. Just going to get that on the table. Help me control if the priest has any early game minions to fight me off with. See what you are going to do.
It's time for a little blood.
No, that's dangerous. Although healing him would remove his enrage. It's kind of funny. So it doesn't troll quite the same way as the other priest minions, ironically, given that he's a troll. You know what? Probably dumb, but I'm going to ignore that. I'm just going to hit and play one of my own. I could have used him and traded her to kill that, but I'm hoping I can get a situation where I can use this to kill him without losing one of my minions. He's going to Shadow Word that guy, because he's so dangerous. And hit me for 2. Okay. That's okay, because now it'd be nice to get him out first before doing stuff like this, but I don't want to risk messing around. I'm pretty sure I'm going to deal 1 damage to him with the Taskmaster, and then just execute him. Which is excessive, but I can't, like, leave him alive. I guess I could just hit him for 2, and then Cruel Taskmaster him. That's actually what I should have done last turn. Why did I not do that last turn? I got thrown off by drawing my own guy. I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome, but no. That's definitely what I should have done last turn. Yeah, using an execute is dumb. We're gonna hit that, and then we're gonna use this to finish him. And it's totally what I should have done last turn. Well, live and or learn. So, what are you going to do, Mr. Priest? Next turn I have options. I can do this, or I can play the Berserker and execute something. If he leaves either of my minions alive, if he just played like a Yeti or something, I could attack it with one of these garbagey guys, because neither of them is any good now that they're in play, they've used their abilities and stuff, and then execute it. Okay, interesting. That guy he gets weaker whenever you do damage to him. But his attack is always equal to his health, so when the priest heals him back up, his attack goes back up. So I really do need to kill him. I guess I'm going to play my Frothing Berserker. Gonna use this to hit him, which will make my Berserker a lot bigger. And then we're just going to execute him, which doesn't actually trigger the Berserker, because execute isn't damage, it destroys it, but that's okay. It leaves him temporarily at 4 attack, which is a great place, because priests have a bunch of cards that affect minions that have 3 or less attack, and they have one card that hits minions that have 5 or more attack, but at 4 attack, much harder for them to do anything about it. Although, if he had the 5 or more attack one, Shadow Word Death, it wouldn't be that hard to inflict a point of damage to any minion anywhere, making him grow, and then be able to do that. Okay, this is looking good. Like, he drew a bunch of cards, and that's horrible for me, and he healed himself some, but my guys are out here and unmolested, so I'm just going to play the Spiteful Smith, who is nice and tough and has 4 attack also, if it matters, and deliver some pretty good beatings. And I have a very solid army, so what's he going to do? Holy Nova would trigger off both of my guys in rages. Like, this guy would become huge, actually. So, in this situation, it's not going to do the job. Like, Holy Nova does 2 damage to all enemy minions, and, well, basically, it does 2 damage to all enemies and heals all friendlies for 2. Normally, it's about the best minion sweeper that the priest has, but it's not going to do the job, because 2 of my guys are just way too tough, and it'll trigger all their rages. Okay. So we can do a couple of fun things. I could play the Emperor Cobra and give it charge, which would let it attack right away, and of course anything it damages, any minion it damages is destroyed. We're not going to do that. I could play the Kokron Elite, though, and, like, cause none of my guys can hit this guy and survive. But if I play the Kokron Elite, and then who has charge anyway, and then I play the Abusive Sergeant, give him +2 attack, then he can kill this. Things are getting damaged, so Berserker's like, ah! And, yeah. Should all work out pretty well. Yeah, get in there and die, maggot. He gets bigger, and now I can hit my opponent for really large amounts of damage. And I still have the charge in my back pocket. Charging this out isn't likely to kill my opponent, but he's going to have a hard time stopping all this stuff. He does have a Shadow Word Death. I'm surprised he couldn't trigger that some easier way. Maybe he just drew it, though. So it was a bit late for that. It would have helped him more if he could have done it earlier. Now he's only got 4 mana to stop these guys and whatever I charge from killing him. So yeah, that can take 1 out. I've still got 6 mana. I already have him. Oh, if he heals, I don't quite have him dead. He didn't heal, so I already have him dead, even if I don't draw anything else, because the charge gives +2. No, it's not even going to be close. Whew. Like revenge for that last priest. Totally misdirected revenge, because it's a different priest. And my draw worked out really well, and his did not so much. But now I'm only 2 wins away from victory here. That was a very short game. Go again. Again, I only have to lose once, and it's over. But now I only have to win twice, and it's over in that direction, which would be awesome. If you get 12 wins, you're guaranteed a golden card. I think you get a golden card at 11 wins, too. I don't know if, like, last time I got 11 wins, I got a golden common. It would be really nice if it would guarantee the golden card was not common when you got 12 wins. I don't know if that's the case. The other time I got 12 wins was a long time ago, and I think they've changed the reward structure since then. It's having a hard time finding opponents for me now, because again, it's looking for players that have something resembling 10 wins and 2 losses. In fact, at this point, at the point you get up to 10 wins, the 2 losses might not even factor in that much, which is scary. Okay, these are too expensive for the starting hand. I guess I'm going to keep this because I'm worried I'll get even worse. Even though I have, like, a lot of my deck is 4 mana or cheaper. There we go. So, I'm fine. Having a 2/3 for 2 mana makes me a lot happier with my starting hand. Oh, I can't do anything right now, and this is unlikely to help too much until later. But even then, it may not be like a crazy awesome use, but it's not too hard to get into a situation where you can use this to trade a minion 1 for 1, and then just make that minion survive and draw a card. So, we'll see. For now, Bloodsail Raider. Unfortunately, he totally has the choice of whether he wants to rush me, like hit me for damage and make me deal with his guy, or just kill this with that. Or he could kill this with a spell if he just has like Wrath or something. Oh, he's just gonna hit me because she's gonna give +1 toughness to that. Ah. Annoying. Alright, well I'm gonna kill her. Although unfortunately this is now in Kung Fu range. And I'm going to play the Emperor Cobra. Which can totally kill this, but it's kind of a waste if it does. It'd be nice to kill something bigger, but then again, right now I just need to kill this guy. So he's going to spend pretty much his whole turn Kung Fuing this and hitting me for 3, it looks like. Okie dokie. So here are my choices. I can just play this and trade like that. I'll have an army and he won't. It's not too bad. Or I could play this, which would draw me a card, and kill that with my snake, and my snake would then survive. And I could also Cruel Taskmaster it, too, for the hell of it. Make it a 4/1 snake. And draw a card, or just play this. This could be used to greater effect later, but on the other hand, oh no, keeping a snake alive doesn't help because he'd just Kung Fu it. Never mind, I was thinking, this is a scary thing to have on the table. It makes you not want to play big minions. But because he'd just be able to pay 2 mana and kill it with Shapeshift, yeah, it's not worth it. Okay, we'll just trade that, and we'll save the Commanding Shout for a later opportunity. You gotta think these things through. Now, he would have had to use half of his mana for the turn to Kung Fu the snake, but I don't think it would have been worth it. All I would have had left is a 2/2. He still would have had 2 mana to play something as good or better than this guy. Oh, that sucks. Gonna use the best card, Swipe, to kill my entire army and do 1 damage to me just for the hell of it. Hooray! Well, I guess I'll just play this guy and armor up. I'm going to save this for a surprise, because it combos well with his thing. He gets angrier for the damage being dealt. If I use it on him, he gets even angrier and angrier and angrier. Okay, with the stealth, that's kind of annoying. Means I can't just use this and like kill it. That's tough. I could just play the Boulder Fist Ogre now and hit him for 2. If I do that, this will almost certainly kill that and only take 2 damage out of the equation. So it would still be a 5/3, which might be trickier to deal with. So as much as I want to just play this now, I don't think that's going to work out as well as if I do this another way. Because I can play the Cruel Taskmaster to boost this guy. And hit for 5. At which point, now he can't kill it with this without his tiger dying. And then I'd have the Taskmaster out, and also this guy, and armor up. That seems pretty good. So I guess we'll go with that.
Back to work. Shoot right. It's time for a little blood.
That's one of those times I wish I could have afforded to use this, because I have 2 cards in my hand that are draw a card cards, but I'd rather use them and see more actual cards. I'm hoping to get a good occasion to use this. I'll probably end up casting this... Well, no, I'm probably going to be casting this next turn, but we'll see what happens. Aw, damn it, he's got the Wrath. I can just blow him up. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I was hoping to avoid a situation like that. Now matters are worse. Oh! That changes it a bit. It's going to be shield blocking after all, because I can cleave and then finish that thing. Sure as hell not using this just to save him. So, since I'm going to be doing it, I'm going to shield block first, because I'm not going to have enough mana for this anyway. I'm not going to use this anyway. Play that instead, but it's not worth it. No, I'm going to just cleave and armor up. I don't like spending all this time healing. It's like a waste. Even though I have 4 hit points more than the maximum, that aspect's not helping me too much. But killing the tiger seemed worthwhile, I think. Because it would have done so much damage to my Boulder Fist Ogre, and if it's already killed something, I don't like that. Whatever he plays now is probably also going to be large, but at least should take a chunk out of it to hit me. Oh, he's going to freeze me, which stopped me from attacking if I had a weapon, but I don't. And yeah, I mean, the sooner I play this, the bigger he's likely to be, but I'm just going to play the Ogre. Finally. Armor up some more. It's nice of him to have to waste that freeze on me and not use it on the Ogre. But he'll probably just trade these two guys to kill the Ogre. Still get a 2-1 out of this. Or Starfire. That really sucks, because it works out very efficiently for him to do that, and then that. And Starfire even draws him a card, so that's horrible. Horrible-tastic. I need to draw something that can give him +1 attack, because then I could do Commanding Shout, him, something. That sort of does it, but it's crappy. I don't want to waste the charge on that. I think I'm going to play this guy. Maybe I will charge him, because that'll leave him big enough that this will die if it hits him. And it'll get me 6 more damage right now, and just keep armoring up. I don't like this at all. If I just charge this, kill that with the Commanding Shout, though, then it's going to get killed by this or Kung Fu anyway. Ah, this is so crappy. This game's not working out right. I should have just used this guy. And although I still would have had to charge him if I wanted to kill that. That's so crummy. Ugh. It's probably stupid, but I'm going to do this. I'm not really willing to waste this thing yet. If he just has another big spell that can kill this, though, I'm going to be in trouble. These two are a pretty good combo. It's kind of like having an Argent Commander. It's costing me 2 cards, but it's also drawing me a card, so meh. Yeah. If he uses this guy to kill this, and it dies, I'll be relatively happy. Nope. No happiness for me, ever. He's still got 6 mana to play more stuff. Like, I'm not in a good place here.
What you want?
Really? You got that? I mean, that's actually helping him right now, but it's kind of sad. Even more sad that it is actually helping him right now. Because it thwarts my plan with this guy. That's what I wanted before. With this guy, I can't do that now. I wanted to do this, give him +1/+1, and then Commanding Shout, kill that and not die, but, so dumb. At least with this, he won't be in Kung Fu range. So I guess I have to do this anyway, but I'm not going to be using the Commanding Shout. This is why I don't usually play the Commanding Shout, because you get in a lot of these situations where it's not quite worth it, or I could have used it for one of those trades, and drawing the card might have helped improve my situation, but the actual Commanding Shout itself wasn't doing that much. Oh, that bites. He's just going to beat me down with this 5/5 forever, and he's still got lots of cards, and I don't. I've got this piece of junk. I might have to play it for no game now, just because I need a real card. And I'm getting pummeled. Wow, that is one of the least useful things I could have possibly drawn right now. And I've got some pretty non-useful things. Let's find out. That's one of the better ones, actually. We'll take that. I think I'm going to play the Abusive Sergeant first, even though I'm not getting his ability. At this point, things are really bad, and just having another minion out would help, because the Sea Giant's going to die from something.
Get in there! Fight, maggot!
I'm in so much trouble. His 2 minions alone are not enough to kill him, but he's got 4 cards in his hand. We both have max mana. I have no cards. All he's got to do is kill this, and he's probably got the game. Oh, nice. I guess I shouldn't have played that guy. I was hoping he didn't have another of the best card in the world. Oh, great. He gets to use his crap minion to kill it, too. Not even his good one. Awesome. I don't think there's any way I can come back from this. Only drawing 1 card per turn. Yeah, he's a good card and all, but he's not actually helping. In fact, he's killing me faster, mostly. There were times when he would have helped, but it's too late now. And I can't, like, save him. It's not going to help. So I play him. He does 2 damage to me, which doesn't help. He gets killed by anything, pretty much. Not playing him is worse. So I got to charge next turn, charge him for 10. That doesn't help me win. So, yeah. Finally, something has to kill that guy. Yay. It's way too late. Wow. I don't have any way to fight that thing. I just throw this guy at it and he dies. Like, this is literally what I'm reduced to. So I'm going to save him in my hand and see. Because I don't see any way anything can help me now, but maybe I'll draw an execute. Attack and execute him. No, I'm just dead this turn, so it doesn't matter.
For the king!
Well, there goes that run. I feel like my deck failed me that time. I was sure as hell not drawing things at the right times. So, okay, 10 wins is pretty good for any deck. It's especially good for a warrior because I don't care. They still are not as good as the other classes. Like, there's no reason you can't do well. I mean, it's a good game. A golden commanding shout. Just to taunt me further. Could have got a good golden rare or epic or whatever that is, but no, golden commanding shout. Anyway, let's go see what my pack is, and then call it a wrap. I might have needed a second Manatite Dome. I don't think so, though. So, nothing too special there. But anyway, I did get a ton of gold for that, and it was a pretty darn good run, so we'll see what happens next time, and at least I don't have to play a warrior for a while. Next time. Please click the like button, though there may be a small chance of lycanthropy. Just make sure the only animals around are good ones. You don't want to become like a were-toad or were-gerbil or something. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.